Hello, my name is Danielle Sanders. I am a certified yoga instructor with A2 Zen. Today's practice, we're going to focus on our abdominal muscles. So focusing on our belly today, everything that we do, practice and bring your awareness to your navel, drawing the belly button in towards your spine. So keeping everything active here in the belly today. We'll begin in our easy pose or crisscross, just as I am. This is where we'll come to our practice today. Coming to our breath, we'll begin breathing in through our nose, exhaling from the mouth. Begin your breaths and begin to settle your mind. Settling in for your practice today. Any thoughts or tasks left undone, let your mind come to your mat. Don't focus on any of those thoughts that come in. Simply let them go. Release them back out. Bring your awareness into your belly button. Start to draw that belly button in. On your next inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears, exhaling to send them down the spine, all the way into your back pockets. For an open heart while we keep that belly button drawn towards the spine. Tall stance. Take an inhale here to fill the lungs completely. Exhale to twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, twist right, looking over the right shoulder. Nice gentle twist to get our spine moving. One more inhale. Exhaling back to center. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhaling to send them into the back pockets. Keeping our hands resting on the knees. We're going to take some torso circles, just because we are going to be focusing on that belly region. Let's take some torso circles, whether they're big or small. Just start feeling that midsection here. Staying with your breath and switching directions whenever you feel it's right, and as many times as you'd like. Coming back to neutral in your own time and breath. Finding that easy pose. We'll take an inhale to raise our arms overhead. Palms meet. And we're going to interlace our fingers, turning the palms up to face the ceiling. Push your ceiling up. Nice big stretch of the shoulders and arms. Keep that belly button in mind, drawing it in. So we're stretching but keeping that activation. Want to keep those belly muscles active through the entire practice today. One more big inhale to reach with the arms. Exhale, release the arms down to the sides and have them fall wherever they're comfortable. Finding your breath, feeling a little more awake in our top half. As you're ready, slowly find your way into your tabletop pose, hands and knees. If you're sitting on a blanket or a block, you can put those to the side. You shouldn't need them for a while. So coming all the way into your tabletop, hands and knees. Make sure that your knees are right underneath your hips, wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Before we begin any abdominal work, let's draw that belly button in. Give our tailbone a little bit of a tuck, just to keep that activation in the core. On your next inhale, drop your belly low for cow. Heart comes forward. Exhale, send the heart back, arching the back like an angry Halloween cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Take these cat-cows in your own breath, stretching through the spine, pulling that heart forward and sending the heart back. Coming back to neutral in your own time and breath. We're going to stretch a little more before we continue on. From here, we're going to lower to our left forearm and then our right forearm. Now, this pose is going to feel a little awkward at first, but we're going to take cat-cows in this forearm position. So same motion as we did before. Inhale to drop the belly low, head high. Exhale, send that heart back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take these in your own breath. Getting that movement into our belly. Come back to neutral in your own time, own breath. From here, let's take the opportunity being in this position to go into a dolphin pose. So this is going to be down dog legs with the forearm arms. Tucking the toes under. Inhale the hips up and back, pushing into the hands and forearms. We'll walk our toes in just to find a nice big stretch. Take a few breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, gently lower down to your knees. Untuck the toes and we'll send our hips all the way back to our heels for child's pose. Now if your back is tight, keep your knees together in your child's pose. If your back's okay but your hips are tight, take your knees wide. Take a few breaths here. Full inhales, trying to send your breath all the way into the base of your spine. Using your hands out in front, on a soft, slow inhale, come back to your tabletop, hands and knees. Making sure those knees are underneath hips, wrists are underneath shoulders, belly button is drawn in. Inhale the left leg off your mat, kicking through the heel. Hold it here, getting your weight evenly distributed across all parts of your hands. Belly button's drawn in. Inhale the right arm off the mat. Reaching through. From here, on your exhale, bring your elbow into your knee, curling into the center. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw belly button in. Exhale, curl. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, curl. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale, reach long. Exhale, release to your tabletop. Take a few breaths of cat-cow. Inhale, belly low. Exhale, heart back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to neutral in your own time, own breath. On your next inhale, bring that right leg off your mat. Kicking through the heel. Flexing through all parts of the foot. Draw the belly button. Keep those abdominals activated. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, curl. Take these in your own breath. Noticing any differences between the two sides. One more big inhale to grow long. Exhale, release. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Take these in your own breath. Back to neutral as you're ready. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Take a few breaths. soft, slow inhale. Pull yourself back to your hands and knees, tabletop. From here, we're going to tuck our toes under. And instead of going all the way up to downward facing dog, we're going to float for a moment. So spread these fingers wide apart, gripping down with all parts of the hand. On your inhale, lift your knees off your mat, keeping them nice and parallel, drawing that belly button in, just floating. Hovering maybe 2-3 inches off your mat. Find your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths to stretch these legs out. One more inhale. Exhale to bend the knees, gently lowering down to your tabletop position. Untuck the toes, and we'll make our way to a seated position. Bringing our legs all the way out from underneath. You got extra flush in your seat, making sure that you've got a nice flat stance. So if you gotta move some of that flush just to get a nice even sit on your mat. Once you've arrived here, kicking through both heels, we're going to plant our palms on each side of our hips, preparing for a staff pose. On your next inhale, push into your palms just to lift your hips slightly off your mat, still pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Activate your core. Holding strong. Stay with your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release. From here, we're going to plant our feet on our mat, bending our knees slightly. Make sure you have enough space behind you to lie flat. We'll inhale the arms out in front like someone's handing us something. We're reaching. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Take a few breaths here. If you have a huge gap in your lower back, enough to where you can put your hand through, try to adjust your hips. That's flat at the lower back. Find your breath in your new position. And once again, let's bring our attention into our belly. Drawing that belly button down towards the mat. Active pose. On your next inhale, slowly draw your knees into your heart. Give a little hug in. Give me a little help bringing them down towards the chest. And gently release slightly just to hold on to your knees with your hands. And when you're comfortable here or feel like you have gotten all that kind of air and stretch out of this position, you can release your arms down to your sides, palms facing the mat. From here, we're going to point our toes, drawing that belly button in again. Take an inhale. Exhale to release your toes down, just to dip them to touch the mat, inhaling them back into the heart. Using your hands on your mat to help. Take these in your own breath. Dipping those toes down to touch and inhaling to curl them into the belly. Taking this motion with as much control as you can. Take 3 more inhales and exhales. Really try and curl those knees in as far as you can. Exhaling with as much control as you possibly can. Do one more for good luck. And let's release our feet down to our mat. Inside of our feet touch. Exhale, knees open. Bottoms of the feet touch in a bound angle. Take a few breaths here. Because we just did belly work, let's bring our arms overhead. Open up through the belly. Not really a stretch here, just a passive stretch. Sending our breath right into our belly. One more full inhale. Exhale, hands and arms down to the sides. Underneath our thighs, we're going to gently help our legs come back up to stand. And from here, let's bring our legs out straight. Kicking through the heel. Arms down to the sides. On the next inhale, bring our right leg and foot up to face the ceiling, followed by the left. Coming into an L shape. Kicking through both feet, both heels. Just make sure that the feet are nice and active. If your legs are super tight, keep a bend in the knee. So you're going to get the same activation whether your knees are like this or like this. So drawing that belly button in, arms down to the side, preparing for leg lifts. Take an inhale here. Exhale to send the right leg down. Inhale up. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale up. Exhale. Alternating through, take these in your own time, own breath, drawing that belly button down towards your mat. Take one more on each side. Ending with both feet straight up in the air. Take a big inhale. Exhale, right leg down. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, left leg down. Let your feet fall open for a moment. Same thing here. If those abdominals are shouting at you, raise your arms overhead. And stretch out that belly. Find your breath. When you're ready, bring your feet to touch, pointing through the toes. Bring the arms overhead, stretching through. Try to get your fingers and toes as far away from each other as you can for a good morning stretch. Reaching through all parts of the body. One more inhale in this position. Exhaling to curl, knees back into the heart, hugging them in or holding on to the knees with the hands. Take a few breaths to rock and roll, massaging out the lower back. I won't spend a ton of time here. Do you have other tasks, other poses to go to? Taking this moment, the opportunity to massage out the lower back, and the hips, the glutes. And coming back to neutral, you have a choice here, whether you let your knees fall to one side and you push up from the fetal position to sit, or you can roll, whichever you choose. We are coming all the way back into our hands and knees or tabletop position. Once you arrive up, very slowly, no reason to rush in between positions. Coming all the way back to our hands and knees, tabletop position. We're going to add on to our three-limb table from before. Inhaling, our left leg up behind, kicking through the heel, drawing the belly button in. When you're ready here, inhale the right arm off your mat. Left leg, right arm. From here, turn your right palm to face the ground, sending it out to the right. And then your left leg out to the left for awkward airplane. Finding your breath here. One more inhale. Exhale back to center. Stay for your inhale. Exhale down. Tabletop position. Feeling the difference here between your left hand and your right. Lots of work. When you're ready, inhale the right leg off your mat, kicking through the heel. And then the left arm. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale the heart up. Exhale, release. Inhale, push all the way up and back to child's pose. Bending those hips beneath you. Coming all the way back to our easy pose. Or crisscross. Find your breath in your new position. And take a moment just to feel your body, feel that heart rate. Everything's awoken. Full inhales and full exhales. Inhale to bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale to send them back into the back pockets for an open heart. On your next inhale, bring the arms all the way overhead. Palms meet. Exhale to Namaste prayer with the gaze to follow. And release. Thank you for joining us today. This was a short video on abdominal poses and abdominal work. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you again very soon. The light in me honors the light within you. Namaste, friends.